Hey everybody, Dustin here. Just want to give you a quick week 2 update heading into our second week already. So regarding week 1, we had our introductions. You all did a very nice job with that, integrating the sources, responding to others, being timely with that. So that is excellent. In week 2, we have a lot of sources, a lot of articles there. So what I'm looking for when we have more articles that we're reading about and doing, I'm looking for you to make at least a couple references to a couple different sources there. If you're just making reference to one source, it should be pretty thorough and in-depth. That I can understand, but I always kind of point to more than one as we have more resources, because that shows that, one, you went through and read everything and did the required coursework, and two, it tells me that you are synthesizing and tying together those various sources. So just something to be looking forward to in the coming weeks, and then making sure to cite that work. So again, be sure to connect in multiple sources and then cite those at the end of your discussion forums. A little bit about myself. I've done this course many times before. I think this is about the 6th semester I've done it, so not new for me, but I love the content. We try and freshen up. I try and keep it relevant. And again, just keep in mind that especially in these first weeks, this course is about reflecting on your beliefs and what ethics means to you, and it's also about exposing you to new ideas that would have ethical considerations. So just keep that in mind as we're going through the work. And as I've mentioned in the introductory video, we are not going to be looking for like the silver bullet to solve problems per se. So a little bit about me. That's my background for Viterbo. I've been teaching for 8 years. Currently, I'm in the Holman School District. I teach 2nd grade at Viking Elementary. And before that, I taught in the Onalaska School District in 3rd grade for 6 years. Absolutely love teaching. I pursued my master's from Viterbo a few years back. And then before that, I graduated from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, also known as UWL, and met my wife there as well. So my wife and I have been married for 5 years now, and then we have a 2-year-old son named Harold, who brings a lot of joy to our life, and also a little bit of stress as we're going through some potty training and hearing a lot of different words coming from his mouth, like today talking about how he's grown up like a teenager. So it's just a lot of fun, and for those of you who have kids, you can probably connect to how they grow and change so quickly every day. For those of you that don't, hopefully one day that can be in your future, and if not, then the classroom will give you that joy and also keep you on your toes, just like Harold does for us. Looking into week 2 then, we have violence in schools. Pretty sensitive subject here. And again, that's where we're just exposing, we're going in depth, we're reflecting on a lot of these issues, because violence is one that unfortunately we have to be aware of in schools. So Alice drills, Parkland incident, just a lot of different things here that can be pretty heavy for us. So, delve into those articles, read through that, gives you some different ideas around that Parkland shooting, which is a pretty relevant one and pretty recent. And then respond to that discussion forum. Remember, forum questions or responses due by Wednesday at 11:55 p.m. Responses to others due by Saturday at 11:55 p.m. At the bottom of week 2, you'll see our 2 assignments here, so I'll keep putting in a plug for starting on that autoethnography, but also at the end of this week, the This I Believe is due. All this is just an audio recording, something that you're going to post into this Moodle Dropbox here, so there's not a discussion forum to post it to or a presentation. All it is a voice recording, basically a reflection on what you believe to be true in education and how you came to be who you are. So I think it's a really good place to start in this course, because as I mentioned, the reflection's a huge piece. So kind of building an idea of where you are now and then where you're going in light of these different topics that we cover. So that's a good one. Get that done by Friday. And then for those of you working ahead, as I mentioned before, I've opened up the week 3 articles and material as well. So that's just a good way to get a head start. So if you can work ahead, obviously great. Otherwise, week by week is just fine too. So just trying to accommodate all of your needs. As always, if there's anything that you need from me, please don't hesitate to give a text, give a call, email, whatever works best for you. I'd like to help you out. So have a great start to the week. Again, good work so far on week number 1, and there's what you can expect for week 2 and week 3. Have a good night. Bye.